All right, third place game for the girls bracket, won by Velma 32-29 over Empire. Comanche jumped down to a double-digit lead, went cold in much of the third and early fourth part of the quarter. Empire was able to tie it, get it within one, within two, and then a couple of free throws put the game on ice. We are unable to connect to any of the Wi-Fi. As a result, we cannot live stream any of the games today. Still trying to verify scores from earlier today. We do have the winners, though. Central won the girls' 5th place consolation game, and Warwick boys win the 5th place consolation game for the boys. So Central girls win, Central boys lose, Davis girls lose, Warwick boys win. 3rd place winner on the girls' game goes to Velma Elma. They defeat Empire 32-29. And our 3rd place boys game is now about to get underway. Comanche versus Davis.
We'd like to welcome everyone to our 4th game today between the Davis Wolves and the Comanche Indians.
Tip-off goes the way of the end is Comanche in red, Davis in white. We will have to change our color scheme.
I've got all the IT people over there working on it. So
the weird. All right, Davis jumps out to a 4-2 lead, both teams in red. Only difference is Davis is in white and red. .604 remaining here in the first quarter, the third place game between Comanche and Davis. To the hoop. Count it. So Comanche will tie this game up. Had to go pick the Lindsay Winniewood game from literally 2 weeks ago.
Okay. He said you got an IP address.
I'd have to put pause again to get it, but let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you get it, can you send it to me? Yeah, he said he's going to pause it.
Bucket is good. We are hoping to keep this stream up, and I may just keep it for the next 3 games and run 1 clip. I apologize for all those who have been trying to watch. Honestly and sincerely, we have jumped through lapel and hand basket and hula hoop on top of that to try to get this reconnected. We spent yesterday about 16 different signal feeds dropped. Referee broke her camera, backed into it, hit it again twice today. We just haven't been able to get a connectivity for the feed. I finally was able to go back and attach to a game 2 weeks ago that we left in partial stream mode, and as a result I was able to bootstrap in by a hotspot to the phone and iPad. So I know you guys don't care, we're back up. So we may just leave this one the rest of the day and then just update the score headers and colors at the end of the games. Usually we would do an individual feed for each game, but I don't really feel like losing this feed again for a third or fourth time. We will try our best to get scores from earlier games for you. I know one, but we'll get the other two, and then we'll do an update. Appreciate everybody's patience. I know it's been frustrating for all, especially those who can't be here today. So we will do our best to try to fix this next time we're here at the gym, but unfortunately next year's tournament will be in Marlow, so we will probably have our own unique set of circumstances there as well. But I'm hoping by then to have our own Wi-Fi that we bring with us. That way we don't have to tie in with the schools in case there are proxy and server errors, issues with trusting unnamed labels or certificates, and technical things that basically just mean that a broadcast is outside the normal wheel of just attaching an intranet or email and usage on your phones or iPads. 8-4, Comanche over Davis. Shot is good for the Wolves. They trim the Indians' lead 8-6. 3:09 remains here in the first quarter. We will try to keep that referee from backing into our camera. One yesterday reached back, grabbed the camera, snapped the ball right off the mount head, and said, "Oh, I didn't realize you were back there," when I'd moved 5 times to keep you from hitting me 4 other times. So we're doing our best, folks, I promise. Unfortunately, the referees can't seem to stay in one spot on the court, and they've got to go from the red line off the court, behind the red, into the part where the media stands. So we literally are getting next to no spots here that we can set up without cheerleaders or people standing. 2:44 remains in the first quarter. Comanche 8-6. Nothing doing on their last trip. Davis will now have the ball. Tight game in the first. Block shot, Davis. Three-pointer in and out, no good. Rebound, Davis puts it up. Blocked shot will turn into a foul. So that may put Davis on the free throw line, and it will for 2 shots coming up. Davis jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and then Comanche has tied and regained, leading 3-2 after a 3-point play by J.J. Prince. First free throw is no good. 1:54 remains here in the first quarter. Final day action, day 5 of the 89th annual Stevens County Tournament. I'd like to thank sponsors for today's coverage. We have car equipment, Jett Solutions, Comanche Feed and Seed, Comanche Funeral Home, Thirsty's Cold Pop Stop, Thompson's Pharmacy, all in Comanche are servicing the Duncan Comanche area, and then E&S Oil Company in Velma. We may have to do today's feed in an ongoing broadcast. So those of you who are familiar with the way we do our streaming on PNTV, usually there's one link for every game. You refresh the browser underneath youtube.com/PrepNationTV, or you just subscribe to our channel. Today, rather than having individual feeds, we may just leave this one up for a triple header. So we will change the graphics and the quarters as the games continue to progress and end, and then the colors. Other than that, we may have just a one final feed for today rather than run the risk of dropping this next feed once we disconnect and reattach. J.J. Francis with the 3. 5-point lead for Comanche, their largest of the game. Shot is up, off the rim, rebound, shot put back, no good, rebound, kicked back out, 17 seconds remain. Francis resets the ball, 12 will have it stolen, 3 takes it all the way down, shot is up, no good, rebound follow-up is good, potential free-throw play coming up for Davis. 6.9 seconds remain here in the first quarter. 11-8, score it, 3-point play opportunity for Davis. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Comanche. They push it back up, bottom left, penetrates in, and we will have another foul call here with 1 second remaining in the first quarter. One free throw good, second free throw no good, through 1, Comanche 12, Davis 8, your 89th annual Stevens County third place consolation game. All right, second quarter underway, 17-8 lead for Comanche, their largest of the game at 9, stolen by Davis. And back under the key, they will kick it back out, and Wolves will head down to the left side of the court. We swing it back left, top key, shot on its way, just in and out of the rim, bounces off, no good. And Comanche comes luring back, shot no good.
See that, Monty?
You need to put Francis number 2 on the court. Folks, he was balling it out. If you ever wonder where JJ and Jasmine get it from, Dad's over here hooping up. Steal assist, Jack Francis. All right, 5:20 remains here, 9-point lead for Comanche. Back-to-back games for the host Indians. The girls will play in the first place championship game against Marlowe at approximately 6:40 p.m.
She will understand. Okay, we're gonna move forward. We gotta fix it.
No call on the three. Otherwise, that would have been a 4-point play opportunity. Comanche has doubled up Davis now, 20-10. Errant pass goes astray, stolen Comanche. Indians have the ball back across midcourt. Number 5 fouls number 3. Body check, so we will have a potential bonus coming up for Davis now at 5, and then Comanche is already, Davis at 5, Comanche 6. So next foul opportunity, double bonus the rest of the second quarter. .418 remains here in the second.
Get him, mama.
Oh, that's what they say, they're going to run.
Yeah.
So they say, oh, man, it's in the house.
Yeah.
Shot no good. A rebound, Davis.
Superintendent is going to throw that idea. And this, a superintendent.
It'll go live, but then in about 5 to 10 seconds, it lets me know that we don't have significant strength and strong enough signal. Now, if it doesn't ever give me that warning, then we're back up. But until that has a green dot, it means that we're basically too close to the amplifiers, and then if Verizon Fios ever launches, we can get 5G. That's probably the way to go. If AT&T offers it, you're just going to get unlimited data, because if the school is using it for projects, teaching, seminars, webcasts, internet, anything, your data could be already throttling, and it could be just the cap limit on the data usage alone, and it'll put you back to the Stone Age. It will not let you go faster than a certain speed no matter what. He asked me for the IP address to track, but every person in here is attached to one IP address, which is that valid. If it's in an office, if it's over there, wherever it's located. So the only way to track the activity would be the connectivity of the IP address. And I'm beating my head. I tried talking to him, and I told him kind of what it was doing. I've even set up a hotspot between my own phone and my own iPad, and it still won't let me. I forgot the networks, deleted them, shut the Wi-Fi off, rebooted the devices, deleted YouTube, took it off, reinstalled the app.
You didn't have any trouble until today?
No, I had problems every day, but it wasn't as bad. It started really bad yesterday after the first girls game.
I don't know why, because that should have been the least used.
Usually, when I'm here and there's nobody in the gym, smooth sailing, it's not until the evening crowd when there's more people. And for whatever reason, it just won't stay connected and keep me warm. I'm trying to find a way to get around it so that when we launch the network, you don't have to deal with all these headaches, and I've already figured out a way around them. And I thought this cool little thing right here would work.
And it's not.
I'm in Houston right now, and it still ain't working.
Curtis and Morgan all down over there trying to fix it.
Is it better in the lobby?
No, I was going to go outside and see. I checked at that corner, this corner, and center wall. And the spot that seems to have the less problem is right over there, but then there's the ball where the cheerleaders, it's out. Because it just shakes the camera the whole time.
Oh, they're shaking.
Yeah. Well, they wore that wood out. You guys are going to have to reinforce that.
Yeah, those cheerleaders, we got about 20.
Yeah, there's a power thing going on over there, and it's like the ground walks by and goes. But I'll do my best to get it and keep it back up for you. And when we get confirmation on if there's a packet that allows you to take Wi-Fi with you, then I can tell you, all right, this is the device you need to install. This is what you would have put it on. Ideally, we're going to offer an iPad Pro like this, and then we're going to do it with a JVC camera, which allows you to do overlays, graphics, uploads, customized highlight reels. Best camera you can get. Has a little bot at the bottom where one person can sit here and enter the scores and do everything. Awesome, awesome product. It just costs $2,500. Skulls are. When you say 25, they're like, well, that sounds fine. And it's 100. I try not to do you like the Mercedes dealer when they say, oh, it's only 88. Oh, here's $100. Keep your change.
I don't know diddly about technology.
So it is back up. I'm going to send you the link, okay? Folks, please ignore all the ramblings and the babblings, but I had to speak with the soup here. We're trying to get the world's problems solved. She has given me strict orders to get this game up, or else she's going to put me back in 5th grade, and I can't go to school anymore. I've maxed out my eligibility. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, 22 seconds remain. 26, 22. Didn't realize we had launched back live, folks. I apologize about that. Sixteen seconds remain here before halftime. Davis has stayed tight throughout. Comanche has been able to build a 10, 11, 9, and 8-point comfort on their lead. And then each time, Davis cuts it back, and now we are back down to 3. Final seconds remain here before halftime. Shot is going to be up and on its way, and good. J.J. Francis with the hoop. We go to halftime. Comanche Indians 28, Davis Wolves 23. Prep Nation TV, quadruple coverage, games of the day. Okay today?
Just a couple reminders, don't forget after this game, we will clear the gym so we can get ready for our championship games. So when this game is over, we ask that you clear the gym. Also, don't forget to buy your t-shirts for the 89 Stevens County Basketball Tournament out in the foyer. They're $15. We'll make sure you get one of those, especially if you have a player playing today. And then our very exciting announcement at halftime of our boys championship game, we'll have a half-court shot. And if it is paid, our winner will take home $10,000. So you'll want to make sure to get your ticket for that. We will draw the winner or the shooter at halftime of the girls' game. Make sure you get your ticket before you leave today. Thank you.
All right, things have tightened up here in the third quarter. Davis has trimmed the lead to 2. Our third place consolation game between Comanche and Davis is presented by local sponsors Car Equipment, Comanche Feed and Seed, Comanche Funeral Home, Jett Solutions, Thirsty's Cold Pop Stop, Thompson's Pharmacy, and all in Comanche, by the way, servicing the Duncan area, and then E&S Oil Company in Velma. 4-point lead for the Indians. .525 remains here in the third quarter. 4-point lead for the Indians. Errant pass off the fingertip of the Wolves. Indians ball. 5:18 remains here in the third quarter. Your third place game for the 89th annual Stevens County Basketball Tournament at Comanche High School. This is officially the 20th game of the tournament. Congratulations to the Central Lady Broncos and the Waurika Eagles on winning the 5th place consolation games. And congratulations to the Velma-Elma Lady Comets for taking 3rd place. Winner of this game will be your 3rd place consolation winner. The championship games are coming up at approximately 6:40. Number 1 seed Comanche will face number 3 seed Marlowe for the girls championship at 6:40. And then at 8 o'clock, number 1 seed Velma will face number 2 seed Marlowe Outlaws for the boys championship. See, it will be back-to-back Comanche games and then back-to-back Marlowe Outlaw games to end the night. To the hoop, score it. 2 points for Davis. Lead shrinks back to 2. Three-point shot is just off, rebounded by Davis. Number 10 comes down, clears it out, dribbles down the court, penetrates the lane, and a one-handed shot is no good. J.J. Francis, extraordinaire, grabs the ball, penetrates, flings the ball up, goes on top of the backboard, and it is no good. 3:25 remains here before the third quarter ends. Another steal by Francis. Ball kicked back into the paint, spins, and he is fouled by number 13. That'll put him on the free throw line, shooting 2. seeing a lot of razzle and not much dazzle, but we'll see. 3-point lead, 1 of 2 free throws was good for Francis. We have a small margin for error here. Teams extremely competitively matched up. They have seen each other several times this year, regular season plus the Lindsay tournament. So both teams are having some growth, I guess what you would call issues with a potential rubber match, each team knowing kind of what the other team does and having a pretty good idea of how to thwart it or negate it. Davis is one of the better teams in Class 3A with a bad record, and that's probably the best way to describe them. The boys entered today with a 7-7 record for Comanche and 5-8 for Davis. Shove down, penetrates the lane. Shot is no good. We will have a foul though, and instead of it going against Comanche on a charge, it is actually going to be a blocking foul called against Davis. Number 10 will be at the free throw line, shooting a free throw. No good. Four-point lead for Comanche. The 20th game of the 89th annual Stevens County Tournament. 4 were played on Monday, 4 Tuesday, 4 Thursday, 4 again last night, and then 6 today. Yesterday, the Braid Doyle Donkeys, boys and girls, were eliminated, along with 1 set from Waurika and Central. I'm sorry, Waurika and Davis. Today, Central split games with 1 winning, 1 losing in the 5th place consolation game. Central stayed alive last night with an upset win over Empire. We're doing our best to get those finals for you. I know who won. I just don't know the scores yet from earlier games, other than the Velma-Elma score, which was 32-29. We have a charge. Here's the call. To the hoop. That'll make it a 6-point lead for Comanche. Almost stolen. Foul will be called on number 2 on the reach-in over the back of number 23. Inside of 30 seconds now. Comanche can hold for the final shot or press it. All right, we'll have a call against number 10, just kicking the ball non-foul. It'll just re-enter it from the side of the opposing bleachers. Shot is up and no good. Deflected, stolen, and reached over the back. No foul is the call. Through 3, Comanche 34, Davis 28. Prep Nation TV quadruple coverage of Day 5 action here at the Stevens County Tournament. .749 remains here in the fourth quarter. Comanche will maintain possession of the ball to start the quarter. Back top of the key, swings the ball left. Very slow measured pace thus far in the third and fourth quarter. Not quite as frenetic and telekinetic as it was in the first two, where the teams were just running and gunning. We are down now to 7-18. No shot thus far in the fourth quarter. 10 penetrates the lane, shows pass, goes with shot, just short. Rebound number 2, kicks it in possession back into the key. A little juke move, and we will have a foul called against number 23. That will potentially put Davis is one foul from the bonus, and that is only the third foul against Comanche. So we are getting close to the Indians being able to get a bucket. At the free throw line, into the paint, shot up, blocked shot. It is likewise going to be back-to-back fouls called against number 23. Referee determines that he got more than ball. So that is now the 7th foul of this quarter against Davis, puts Comanche in the bonus here on out. Again, only 3 fouls committed by Comanche in the third and fourth quarter aggregate. All right, so Comanche is able to boost their lead. Now 7. Davis takes it back down, immediately scores. Nice little move there to the bucket. Nobody seems to want the ball, and we will now have someone come and go get it, kick it in. And Comanche heads back across midcourt. 6:36 remains here in the fourth quarter. Winner of this game is your third place consolation winner. Just off the fingertip of number 2, turnover Comanche, Davis ball. no good. The rebound, no good. Comes up with it. Comanche. Number 12 kicks the ball out, fall corner, and we will go right back top of the key. He is all the way in, now the corner of half court. Dribbles, dishes, pushes back to 2, spins, looks for a shot, nothing there, pushes all the way back over to the far right perimeter, inside the free throw, back out, drills and into the lane. We have got some form of foul. I think it's going to be before the bucket. So unfortunately, no three-point play for Comanche. Eighth team foul against Davis. First free throw is good, 6-point lead. And the second is good. 7-point lead, Comanche. That shot is no good. Possession and send Comanche right back to the foul line, but we may have a technical brewing here So we will see if he is going to get 3 foul shots, and I believe he's going to because of a body block slam on the court. Probably very fortunate for Davis that they weren't kicked off the floor. So first free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. So there'll be 2 free throws and possession maintained by Comanche. 8-point lead for the Indians here with 4:12 remaining in the fourth quarter. So they bring the ball back up. Francis will have it far left corner, right at midcourt. Hands off to 12. A blocking foul will be the call against number 13. So that will put number 12 for Comanche up at the line. By 2, 39-32. 31-32, back up to 9. All right, count it. Potential three-point play for Davis. 41-34. So three-point play is good. A 6-point lead. Probably should have taken that shot. It got a little too tricky at the end. Had the lead, had the angle, and there's times to pass, there's other times to shoot, and that was the time to shoot. Timeout. Davis, 6-point lead, 2:33 remains here in the third quarter. Winner is your third-place consolation champion for the 89th annual Stevens County Basketball Tournament here at Comanche High School. All right, 41-38. We are inside of 2 minutes now before this is a final. Gym will be cleared out, and we'll have a little bit of a gap before the 6:40 game starts. Didn't realize we would have a full hour, so we will probably end this feed and then hope that we can reconnect again before the next one starts. Doubt anybody wants to just sit there and stare at an hour and 20 minutes of dead feed. So. Messing with a couple of nice girls over here from Comanche. Ornery and funny, so I like that. All right, 1:47 remains. First free throw is good. And then we will basically have a ball entered back in by Francis. Passes to 12, number 4, penetrates on his way to the hoop. Will be fouled with a call, number 22, I believe. He basically just trips, and so 4 goes over his foot. So that'll make it another free throw opportunity with 1:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. First free throw, no good. Four-point lead. Second free throw, no good. Another foul call interrupts the flow. 1:21 remains now. Davis calls a timeout. And then we'll see if it's a non-contact foul. Comanche has still got one more left to give. So that will result in an inbound call for Davis. That's probably why they're setting up a play. So they can call their offensive play and then strategize if they want to foul or if they want to immediately try to go for a steal on the inbound. There will be a minute and 21 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Down to 111. Davis is going to have to pick up the pace here marginally if they're going to capitalize, and they did not. Another turnover, so now they will have to foul. Otherwise, Comanche can hold to drain the clock. Again, got a foul. You're down by 4, and they are going to run out of time here, and Comanche is going to win the third-place consolation game. Strange strategy considering they had a minute and 20 seconds and they literally burned 40 seconds to foul anyway. Pretty much just cut in half the entire amount that you had to burn. First free throw is good, 43-38. second free throw is good. Foul called against number 4. That one now put Davis in the bonus as well. Free throw line and a shot coming up. 33 seconds remaining. Do it. We will have a final score here, potentially 46 to 48, 38. First free throw is good. And the second free throw is good. And that'll do it. Final score, Comanche 48, Davis 38. Third place consolation plaque coming up. We're trying to anticipate which side the players will be on. I assume they'll be over here.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 they are.
At this time, we'd like to thank the Davis Wolves and their fans for their participation in this year's tournament. Give them a round of applause. We'd also like to wish you guys the very best the rest of your season and the playoffs. At this time, once again, it's my privilege to present on behalf of the Stevens County Basketball Tournament Association our third place plaque to the Comanche Indians. Don't forget at this time we would ask that everybody clear the arena.
All right, that'll do it. Final score, Comanche 48, Davis 38. The host Indians take third place at the 89th Annual Stevens County Basketball Tournament.